Well, hello everybody. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos lately, and there have been a number that have been doing critiques on different equipment for paranormal investigation, so I thought I'd stick my 2 cents worth in. Try not to make this too boring, but a little bit of a backstory for you. I was one of the co founders of CenterState Paranormal in the center of Washington State about 14 years ago. And like most new organizations, we started out with the bare minimum. We had one digital audio recorder, one magnetic tape audio recorder, and a real cheap video recorder. That's where we started. Over the years, you kind of add things in, and we ended up with EMF detectors, LMF detectors, just everything you can think of. Several more cameras, several more audio devices. Well, one year, several years ago, one of our members gifted us with an audio recorder from, I believe it was from Olympus, that was a little bit different. You plug in a earphone or a headset to it, and you could actually hear what was being recorded on the audio tape. So it kind of gives you a chance, if it works, to talk back to whoever's leaving impressions on your tape. And I kind of thought that was a neat deal. Well, about a year ago, I was going through YouTube and I stumbled across a video by a young man by the name of Dalen Spratt. He started an organization called the Graveyard Shift. And I believe we're up over 100,000 people now, something like that. What they do is they go out to cemeteries, resting communities, is the way he describes it, opens up an app on his tablet or whatever he's using, and actually has a conversation. Well, that kind of intrigued me, so I thought I would download some of these and see what I think of them. So today I'm going to talk about two of the apps that I've been experimenting with. Now, it's a little bit of a jump from doing the audio on recorders that you have to go back and play them on another program and so forth, to actually sitting there and having a real time conversation with a spirit. That to me is heavily intriguing. Well, I've tried several of these several times, and today I'm going to talk about two of them. One good, one not so good. A little disclaimer here, guys. This is all my opinion. Nobody is involved in this except me, and nobody sponsors the channel. So when I say that 99% of our equipment, the physical equipment we have, comes from Ghost Stop, that's just me. I like their equipment. I'm going to continue to use it. I've never had a problem with any of it. So if y'all are looking for any kind of... Y'all, I've been listening to Dalen too much. He's from Georgia, so about every third word is y'all. Anyway, if you are all looking for any kind of physical equipment to use, check out Ghost Stop. These people have just about everything you can think of. They are and have been paranormal investigators, so they kind of have an idea of different things that you can use. Okay, enough of that part. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about two different apps actually that I have on my tablet. One of them, the first one, and I've used both of these, is called Necrophone. It's the free version of Necrophonic, which is pretty much the same thing. But it has a few more features because you have to buy it. Let's not mess around with this. I don't like this program. It does work. I've seen Dalen use it. I've seen other people use it in videos. It does work. The problem that I have with it, Hello, guys. I'm 77 years old. My hearing is not the best it should be. Neither is my sinuses. You only have three or four choices on this, and every one of them is noisy. You get white noise, you get reverb, or you get an echo. And this all comes through static. So there's no real, unless your ear is extremely well tuned to this, there's no real way to hear a lot of the stuff that goes on. So for that reason and that reason only, I don't like the necrophone. The one that I do like is also one of the ones that Dalen Spratt uses, and that is the Sono, S-O-N-O, X10. That one gives you a lot more control over speed, um, the ratio that you're using to scan the frequencies. And by the way, this one, as opposed to like the SB7 or the SB11, does not use radio. This one actually has a, what's the word? I had it until I got ready to say it. It has a file that lists words, parts of words, root words, things like that, that spirits can connect to actually make sense. Rather than some of them, like the SB7 or the SB11, that scan radio frequencies at various rates. Anyway, that's pretty much where I'm at with that one. I have another one that I really like, but we're going to save that for another video. Because, and only because, there's no white noise to it. The only time you hear anything come out of that program is when somebody's talking. So we'll get into that one at a later time, if anybody's interested in these videos. If not, but anyway, everyone have a good day. Stay safe when you're doing investigations. A, never investigate alone. B, always get permission. Everybody knows all of this. Why am I telling you all this? Anyway, stay safe out there, please. And we'll talk to you again.